Hey everybody, Riot Mort here, back with another PvE game where I talk to myself for about 35 minutes and hopefully win the game and show you more about the set. Because I haven't streamed yet because it's not the weekend yet. But yeah, we get to play some Into the Arcane, our new set that honestly I think is a banger. And our opening encounter is going to give us 2 item anvils, so it's always nice. Gives you a good start. Usually you can get something you're looking for. Be in a pretty powerful spot here. We have a Vex on our board. I'm not a big Vex believer. We'll have to see where she lands. Some of the other people on the team really think Vex is in a good spot. We'll see. But yeah, I'm not a Vex believer. We do find another Vex though. We also have an Amumu pair. So, okay. We do have 2 Enforcer here, Maddie and Loris here, 2 of our Arcane specific characters, which is so sweet. You gotta admit, how many of you expected us to make this many new characters for our new set? Feels pretty good. TFT team getting to be pretty good at this. We find a sword, which isn't bad for Maddie. Maddie's like in Shojin IE. Bow's not bad either here. So we could consider something like a Maddie start into a better 4 cost later. We do find more Enforcers. So, decent Enforcer start here. We're going to sell the Draven. Hopefully that doesn't backfire later. Nocturne's also something you should always keep an eye on early game. Nocturne's an interesting champ. If you get like a Nocturne 2 on like 2-1, 2-2, you're probably going to win streak for a while. But I will tell you, probably don't reroll Nocturne. Nocturne is not very good reroll right now. So, but again, amazing opener. So... we do have a rod for Ginsus. Now, there aren't as many Ginsus users this set, but what doesn't kill you and Scapegoat, totally safe. But it's a new set. We can always play Worth the Wait and challenge ourselves and see what we get. Academy Crest isn't bad either. We're going to take Worth the Wait, and we're going to get Draven. Which, okay, at least we have the items for Draven. It's kind of unfortunate because we were having a pretty good Enforcer start here, but... Draven really likes at least 1 Ginsus and like a Deathblade, and so, hey look! We can go Deathblade. We can also go Giant Slayer, which isn't bad here. Kind of want to get some tank items here, so a belt's good. Now the thing with Draven here is we're going to want Pit Fighter, at least 2 maybe, just to get a little bit of bonus damage, but more importantly, we're going to want Conqueror here. Draven is really good in Conqueror, so we're going to need to find a Darius, a Rel, and then hopefully like a Swain here. On the other side, we see somebody else playing a board, but they don't really have any upgrades, and our items on Draven are really good. We can win this fight. Yeah, they're not going to have time to stack up here. Our Draven's starting to crank here. Draven, a pretty basic 1 cost here. One thing to note with Draven, though, is you do not need to build IE. His axes will crit. They just count as auto attacks. So you do not need to build IE on Draven. It's just something to think about. But... yeah, now the sad thing is we do want to get Conqueror in as soon as we can to start building some of those stacks. But this is the kind of game where we'll see what we can do. We don't need 2 Enforcer. 2 Sentinel is going to be better here. It's going to give us that armor and MR, so that's a slightly better board. If we leveled up, we could also put in Urgot for Pit Fighter. But yeah, you can see here, your team gains the armor and MR, Sentinels gain triple. So we buy the Urgot here. I would probably sell the 2 Stebs, level up, and put in the Urgot, but apparently I'm not going to do that, and I'm just going to greed and see if we get really lucky here. Our Draven items are good. We're up against a level 4 player. No items, though, so this is winnable as well. It's going to be close. Okay, they slam an IE, which is a little scary, but Zeri without Ginsus isn't that scary. The Firelight dodge gives Scar a little bit of health back. It's looking a little dicey here. If Aurelia casts... oh, she did cast! Big cast from Aurelia. And Draven stacked. Chunk, chunk. Oh my goodness. Well, that was lucky. Okay, good job, Draven. Alright, so we level up. This is going to give us 2 Pit Fighter. So Pit Fighter... you gain 15% Omnivamp, so having 15% Omnivamp, can't complain about that. You also do a little bit of bonus true damage, and then when you drop low on health, you'll heal a little bit. Now, 2's not a lot here. You can see 6% true damage, 10% heal. That's not much. But even the Omnivamp is just going to keep Draven alive in the early game here while that Ginsu stacks. So, can't complain. We're going to go up against a Pit Fighter board that has a really strong-looking Urgot, but thankfully it's an Urgot 1. If that were Urgot 2, we probably lose this fight. Urgot's another really good opener. Urgot, Nocturne, Camille, very good openers. So definitely champions you want to watch out for. But again, Draven with these items, going to be looking real good here. If we can find a Rel, we'd be in a really good spot, but we just haven't been able to find a Rel so far. Boom, boom, doom, 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 doom. All right. Defensive items will be good here. Honestly, if we can get the Cloak, that'd be best, because that would give us Even Shroud. That would give us the armor pen we need. Give us that Sunder so that we can actually do big damage with our Draven. There is a Rel also, which would give us Redemption. We could go that route. Could even go the Warmogs if we have to. Looks like we might get the Cloak, though. Okay. Definitely taking the Cloak here. That's a 3-cost Cloak. That's going to be Even Shroud. We're going to be really happy with that. Okay. We hit our 6th Draven. Not a big deal. Cool. If we lose this, we can always sell and hit 30. If we win, we don't need to. Or we just level up now to push the advantage. Play 2 Dravens. Totally fine. We are win streaking. Gonna play more frontline instead, which kind of makes sense. Draven doesn't really have that much damage without items. And it's not like we have that many of his traits active. So hopefully the Sentinels can keep us alive here. On the other side, thankfully it's a Powder 1. If this were a Powder 2, I might be scared. Their Augment's not really going to make them that much stronger this early. Here comes Powder's first monkey. But yeah, like I said, Powder 1, not that scary. Okay. Looking good. All right. 4 win. If we can get a 5 win going, that's going to be really good. Again, really need that Rel, though. We do find a Leona, too, so that's going to improve our front line a decent amount here. Yeah. We can play 2 Dravens. Move this so that the Even Shroud lasts as long as possible. We can sell the Aurelias, and that'll put us at 30. So 5 win streak on 30 would be pretty good. And we know we're going to hit Draven 3 very quickly. I almost believe Worth the Wait is now overpowered, but it's such a fun augment. I don't know that it's worth nerfing. Okay, this person's board is strong. That is an Urgot 2 with 4 Conqueror. Now, the only good thing we have going for us is the fact that everything else is not upgraded. But that Urgot is a beast. Oh, come on, Urgot. Okay, thankfully our Dravens are able to tear through. And we do win the fight. That's really good. But it also means we're going to be contested on Conqueror. So that part's not good. Thankfully, we're just going to hit our Draven for free. Thanks for Worth the Wait. Okay. We hold the Violet just in case we want to go like vertical Pit Fighter. That's still an option here. 2 people win streaking. Wow, 2 people win streaking and the lowest person's 81. You don't often see that. Usually people are at like low 70s, like 72 to 75. So, okay. All right, well, again, Leona 2, 40 gold. Next turn, Draven 3. Let's see what items we get here. Looking for some defensive items here. An Urgot's pair is not bad. Could have held the Trist also. Trist would have been a good emissary bonus. That gives us 50 gold. Yeah, we should have held the Trist. There's a second Ginsu's here if we want it. I'm not a fan of double Ginsu's on Draven, though. It takes too long to ramp up, and late game I feel like it falls off. So I'm not a fan of that. We also still have not hit a Conqueror. We're going to level here. I'm going to roll. There we go. There's our Rel. That's what I needed. Now, we still need another unit there, Mort, but going to roll a little more. Darius, okay. Tristana? No, doesn't buy Tristana. This Mort guy doesn't know how to use his emissary bonus. That would have been 18% attack speed for our Draven. Just for playing Trist. But no, we're too dumb. Instead, we're going to play 2 Urgots like an idiot. Silly Mort. That being said, it is still a Draven 3 with very good items. Now we've got Conqueror going, so we can at least build some stacks to get some extra loot to level up quicker. Okay. Big kill. Oh my god, that was a little close. That was a little closer than I would have liked it. You know what would have made it less close? If I had a Trist. See, I'm really hard on myself afterwards. This is like VOD reviewing, right? Okay, well, Conqueror Crown's going to help here if we're going to go vertical Conqueror. So that's pretty good. That can literally, we can just throw in the Draven, or excuse me, the Darius. Put this on somebody. Probably Urgot. Probably Urgot. No, okay, Leona, great. Now, the only thing is the Last Whisper is a bit of a waste here, but one of the things to note here if you're playing Conqueror, the jump from 2 to 4, you go from 1x stacks to 3x stacks. That is triple the stacks. The sooner you can get 4 Conqueror, the better. Now, the jump from 4 to 6, not actually as big, but 4 Conqueror early is very, very important. So, get that 4 Conqueror in, enjoy those stacks, reap those benefits. So, we only got 7 stacks last fight, but you should be able to watch us get a lot more here. Up against another Conqueror player, but with a Draven 2 and much worse items. They do have a Gangplank 2, but no items on it. So we should be okay here. And yeah, you'll notice the stacks here. Like I said, last fight was 7. And this fight, we went from 7 to 25. So yeah, a lot more stacks here. Now, the thing to note about the Conqueror stacks is the rewards are always the same. It's just a table of output. First reward, I believe, is always 2 gold. So we should just get 2 gold. And this is going to help us go to Fast 8, possibly even Fast 9. So, yeah. We find the Urgot pair. That's nice. A little extra survivability. We also find an Aurelia here. We could level and just put in 4 Sentinel. Make us even tankier. But we're not going to do that. We're pretty strong, though, so we might not need to. The only thing is, our front line's a little weak. We only have the 2-star Leona and then a bunch of 1-stars. So that's going to not hurt us. And again, I don't really want to slam this other Ginsu's. Ideally, it would be a Giant Slayer or a Hurricane or something like that. On the other side, that's a very... Their front line is much tankier than ours here, but they only have a Zeri 1. I'm skeptical the Zeri 1's going to be able to ramp up and do enough here. So Draven should be able to ramp up and win this. Our front line is starting to go, though. Did I talk too soon? Draven, gonna have to do big lifting. Draven, crit, crit. Oh, another close fight. I think that's the second time we've had a close fight with that Zeri. Sheesh. Still, 100 health. Feels good. Spatula on Ambessa, but we're not gonna get that. Spatula could have been a Conqueror emblem. You can see here, Spatula and Sword. Item-wise, like I said, we wanted Hurricane or Giant Slayer, neither of which are available. So that's less than ideal. Could grab the Loris. Could also grab the armor. Nope. Okay. Should grab the Loris. Yeah. All right. That's fine. It's a belt. At least it's something tanky. We can also go Morello if we really have to. Not that I want to. All right. There's our second cash out. We get a 2-star Ziggs, aka 5 gold. Thanks for the 5 gold. Okay, 2-star Loris is nice here. That's some extra front line. That should put us in a good enough spot here. If we can find, like I said, Trist would have been nice, but even a set. Okay! Okay, this is a big deal. So we found Rumble on 3-5. He's a Sentinel, which is huge, but you can see I hurriedly moved the items. Rumble, every 3 turns you play him, you're going to be able to upgrade him. This is great, because this now just gave us a secondary carry. We're not reliant on Draven now. This Rumble gave us a lot of direction, and I will tell you, I believe Rumble is the most flexible 5-cost. You are going to see him on a lot of boards. You can see there he casts his ult, his Equalizer. It can hit up to 5 targets. Every target it doesn't hit, like let's say it only hits 2 targets, you're going to get a partial mana refund. So his spell can actually cast pretty repeatedly on a single target. So he does decent AP damage. And we have Conqueror on him, which is giving him some AP. But the bigger thing here is, like I said, every 3 turns you play him, you're going to get an upgrade. So he's going to upgrade his mech over and over and over and get more and more powerful. So now we're kind of looking at 6 Conqueror Rumble 2 as our secondary carry. And that'll be a very big out here. So that was a really good hit. And then we're going to play around that. And like I said, because Rumble is a Sentinel, 2 Sentinel ends up in a lot of compositions. He also has 2 Scrap if you really wanted to, like, I could throw in a Gangplank here, get another Pit Fighter and 2 Scrap. But yeah, for now, I'm just going to let this Rumble do his thing, let Draven do some big damage. Loris 2, like I said, was also a pretty big upgrade here. Their Alawi's doing good work, but again, Sinner got 1 here. I'm not too worried. Yep. Good song. Corki really, really strong as well, but only a Corki 1, so... Alright, 10 win streak here. If you're going to play Conqueror, getting to 4 Conqueror early and win streaking, definitely the way to do it here. Now we can buy the Garen. Okay, our cash out was a 4 cost, but not a useful one, so far our cash outs have basically just been gold. Garen is always a good champ to just throw in, beef up your front line a little bit better. That being said, Ambessa is a Conqueror emissary. So we're definitely going to want Ambessa more than Garen, but we still have to find the Ambessa. So that's going to be our Rel 2. That's good. Decent amount of gold. None of the items we want here. We certainly don't want to build another Last Whisper. We can go JG or Archangels on Rumble if we really want. The Warmogs is good, though. We can just slam the Warmogs on Loris here. The other thing we can do here, and this is a little tricky, but I don't mind it here. The way Garen's Emissary bonus works is the more health he has, he shares that. So I can put the Warmogs on the Garen for now, and that's going to give Rumble and Loris 20% of that health as well. So for now, that's just item value. It's pretty solid. Once we take out the Garen, I can move the Warmogs, but this is just going to give me essentially an extra like 300 or 400 health. So that's a good use of Warmogs for now. On the other side, we see another Conqueror player here, but they're playing that Conqueror Gangplank. Again, Rumble here. The longer Rumble lives, the bigger those ults are going to be. Good job, Rumble. Sorry, Draven, you get no credit. Ooh, big ult. Yeah, you can see here already. Look at the damage. Draven 3 and Rumble 1, and Rumble 1's almost keeping up. So... Alright, we get our first item here. Flamethrower and Petrocite Rod. Or we can take spare parts. Petrocite Rod hits somebody in the back line, which is always nice. And Flamethrower hits the front line more. So we're going to take that backline damage just to maybe melt the backline a little quicker. Augments here. Ooh, Corrosion's not bad. Corrosion's one of our first augments that doesn't actually buff your team. It nerfs the enemy team. Enemy champions in the first 2 rows lose 3 armor and MR every 2 seconds. Honestly, I think it's a little weak. But this just gives us even more time to burn through their front line while our 4 Sentinels tank. So we're going to roll a little bit. Not that I think that's correct. We're winning so much, we should just fast 9. One of the other things you'll notice, by the way, this set is that with Charms being gone, you actually have a decent amount of gold to spend. So, all right, the Sorcerer comp on the other side looks a little scary. That Swain's pretty tanky with a Radiant item. And Zoe can always surprisingly hit the backline pretty hard. So, that being said, I also don't think I really have much anti-heal, so... Yeah, Rumble's taking some damage. Okay, we got through. Can we get to the Sorks in time? Ooh, big Rumble ult. Thank you, Rumble. Whew! Archangel's Rumble did good work there. Okay. By the way, we also got a Lesser Duplicator. That Lesser Duplicator just means Draven 4 1 turn sooner, is what I'm thinking, so... Someone just hit Vander 3. Okay. So we're 9 turns away. But yeah, Corrosion, like I said, actually weakens the enemy on the front line. So pretty cool to get through any big front lines. Okay, this is a Zeri 3. Thankfully, it's only a Scar 2. But, We'll see. We'll see how this goes. This feels like, again, it's another case of where those Rumble ults are going to land. Decent Rumble ult here. Rumble's still alive. That's the important thing. Echo on the back line, though. Okay, we're through. Zeri's starting to do big damage, though. It's going to be close. Oh, thank you. Big axes. Woo! Okay. So, yeah, that fight was Draven carried. And so now it's nice we kind of have 2 carries going on here. The Anomaly will be a pretty interesting choice here because we could either go something for Rumble, knowing that he's kind of our end game. We could try to do something for Draven, knowing he's going to be 4-star at some point. So really a lot of options here. Not going to be too picky on our choices here. We do still want that Hurricane or Giant Slayer. There's no Giant Slayer option available, so let's just go Hurricane probably. Yep. We could also just wait a turn, because getting like a BT on Rumble wouldn't be bad either. Okay, another cash out gives us a component, a tier. All right, we're going to slam the Hurricane. That's going to be good. We have another Draven here. Okay, we're going to sell that, get rid of Pit Fighter. And that's going to give us 6 Sentinel here. We're going to reforge those items. Okay, we get a BT there. That's nice. So now we're not looking like we're in a bad spot here. 6 Sentinel is a lot of armor and MR. Our front line's really, really good. That's going to buy Draven a ton of time to ramp up. So 6 Sentinel, 4 Conqueror. We've got the Garen giving his emissary bonus to Rumble and Loris. Alawi would obviously be better, but, you know, we take what we can get. Alawi doing some big health draining here. We get through the Blitz. Okay, cool. All right, slime time. No, not bad actually on Rumble though. Giant size is a safe out. We could easily take that. Let's keep rolling though. Let's see if we can find something for Draven. Miniaturize kills the champion. We don't want that. Slow cooker's a tank item. Nope. Nothing wasted. I don't need mana. Nope. Okay, here we go. Mini-Me's. Gain 3 minis that deal 30% attack damage every 3 attacks and reduce their mana by 5. So that's going to give us some extra damage on the Draven. And then we get our next upgrade for Rumble. Tank Buster here, pretty good. So you can see the mech kind of evolve. It's got those missiles. Pretty cool. All right. So again, we're 7 turns off of Draven 4, and Rumble 2 would be a very large upgrade. And then the other thing we could consider is 6 Conqueror if we find Ambessa, Mordekaiser. We certainly can't do all of the above. And when we find Ambessa, we have to take Garen out because we want at least one of their emissary bonuses. On the other side, we see the other Conqueror board. That Corki's pretty strong. I could see us losing this. Corki is, like I said, one of the better 4-cost carries. And they have the Last Whisper. Yeah, they're able to get through. It's going to be close, but the Hurricane not doing enough here. Nope. Okay, well, no Mr. 100, but that's okay. They're level 8, 10 gold. We're level 9, 20 gold. We've got time. We can get Alawi 2, which will be a better tank than Loris. We can hit Rumble 2, which will do well. And remember, our Rumble is scaling every 3 turns, getting another upgrade. We've got Draven 4 coming, so yeah. Should be okay. You can see here, by the way, when you look at the tooltip for Rumble, every upgrade you buy gets added to that tooltip. So when you have all the upgrades, the tooltip is massive. Apologies, mobile players, if you get all the upgrades and try to look at the tooltip. Oh, free Alawi too. Okay. Okay. Gotta clear the bench. Clear the bench. Okay. Got a Rumble. Go Dragon's Claw. Yep, okay. So pretty solid front line here. Again, if we can find this Rumble 2, that's going to be a big upgrade. Ambessa would also be nice. Mordekaiser would be nice. Kind of not hitting anything here other than a bunch of Alawis, which aren't the worst. Okay, there we go. Rumble 2, that's big. We do find the Swain. But again, without Mordekaiser, we still can't go 6 Conqueror yet. On the other side, we see a Conqueror Savika, so very Conqueror-heavy lobby for some reason. I didn't really have a choice. I got worth the wait Draven, so what are you gonna do? But like I said, now our Rumble is sitting very pretty here. Well, Savika's and Ambessa's doing work though, but nah. 6 Sentinel Rumble with Conqueror, I think we'll be okay. I think we'll be okay. I'm also playing like an Aurelia 1 right now though, just to get in that bonus. All right, what's our items here? 2 4 costs, just more gold really. Oh, a 4 cost and a 5 cost. So not bad. There's our Ambessa. Okay, so now we can sell this. We can move some items around, make sure that Alawi ends up being the big tank here. And then we can take Swain and put that in for Aurelia. Yep, there we go. Now again, Swain's a foreign swapper. We don't really need more front lines. I'll put him in the back. Ambessa's a 2-range champion, so we're going to put her in the second row, just like this. And now Loris should be able to provide the armor shred, while Alawi ends up being the super tank, the 4-cost tank that you know and love. Rumble just doing big damage. And you can see here, Rumble kind of misses the ult, so is able to ult again almost immediately. Okay. Ooh, did some good true damage as well. Cool. I don't know. We're just waiting for our Draven at this point. Okay, self-destructor flamethrower. Flamethrower for extra damage here. Cool. Yeah, so is this, at this point, is it a Draven carry game? Or is it a Rumble carry game? Little column A, little column B. We can take out the Leona. This is going to give us 2 Form Swapper and 2 Scrap and 2 Pit Fighter. So finding the Gangplank here, big upgrade. We're going to use the melee version just for a little extra front line. Having him in the back's not really going to do that much. So, up against a Family Darius 3. Okay, this Laser Eyes powder in the 3rd row is actually melting my Rumble. That was unfortunate. Wow, that's cool. Laser Eyes powder in the 3rd row, but wasn't quite enough. So, still able to win that. Thanks, Draven. 2 turns away. All right, item-wise, we don't need that Enforcer emblem. We could just get something tanky for Loris, really. Dragonclaw. Could also get some items for Ambessa, but Hurricane's not really going to be that good. I feel like Dragonclaw is the choice here. Yep. Just Dragonclaw the Loris. Keep Loris alive longer, give us that Sunder even longer. All right, we just hit our next cash out, and when you get to 300, this is a big deal, by the way. This is going to give you the 2-star 5 cost. We hit Savika. Not going to complain about a 2-star Savika on the team. Yes, we lose Form Swapper and Scrap, but Scrap's not really providing a ton of shield here, and it's definitely not worth, you know, a 2-star Savika. So we're gonna put her in. If we can somehow drop some extra items for her, that'd be pretty good. Which, by the way, turns out the 400 cash out will help us with this. Ooh, that is a Zoe 2, LeBlanc. Thankfully, it's only a Swain 2. As I mentioned, Form Swappers are pretty hard to 3-star. It's also a Mordekaiser, but the Mordekaiser items are kind of bad. Ooh, it's kind of getting through our front line, but Rumble on the back now. And again, Draven did his job. Good job, Draven. But yeah, look at that Rumble damage, 9,700. Woo. We should be able to buy another upgrade here soon, too. Not quite yet. All right, one more Draven. And remember, 4-star champions also get that 500 bonus health now. So that's going to keep him alive even longer. Yeah, so like I said, it definitely feels like you play a lot more 5 costs this set. Which is kind of nice. It's nice having strong 5 costs you can go after. Savika is pretty cool with the slot machine arm. Man, once Arcane is done and enough people have seen it, the stories we're going to be able to tell All right, this person has 2 Conqueror emblems, by the way. 3 is when you have to get worried because 3 can hit 9 Conqueror. Thankfully, they're not there yet, though, so we should be able to win this just fine. Cool. That's a kill. All right, we're getting there. Ash with the shot. Boom. Cool. All right, top 4. We made it. And that's going to be a Draven. All right, what's our cash out reward here? It is a Thieves Gloves. So like I said, this is nice. You can literally just put it on the Savika. So now we have a Savika with Thieves Gloves. Pretty good. We're going to go to 10 here. Could put in Jace for the free attack speed. He gives attack speed, so. Holding on to these Alaois like we're going to somehow hit Alaoi 3. She's such a hard champion to 3-star, though. All right, self-destruct or repair. I kind of like repair here. Nope, we're going to go self-destruct. Okay. We got our Draven 4. Feels good. Another tank item, Sunfire. I don't really have decent anti-heal. We're going to go Hand of Justice on Ambessa. At some point, okay, we're going to level up. What are we putting in? Why'd we level up? Malzahar, my boy. Too bad you don't fit in this comp. 2 Sork gives the whole team 10 AP at least. That's not the worst. Okay, this person looks strong here. Conqueror Savika, Pit Fighter Ambessa, 2-star Mordekaiser with very good items. I actually don't know that we win this. Mordecai, okay, Rumble did good though. I think we're okay. Draven also did pretty good. Good job, Rumble. Is Rumble broken? I don't know, but he's pretty good. It's also a ghost fight, so we'll see. That is a free LeBlanc 2. I will take a free LeBlanc 2 over a Zoe 1. And again, that's 2 Sorcerer, which is 10 AP for the whole team. And LeBlanc does like this thing where she chains people and then they take bonus true damage. So even that will just kind of amplify our team a little. Not going to complain about that. It's not ideal from a trait perspective, but it's still a LeBlanc 2. That's 3 2-star 5 costs in our comp. And a 4-star 1 cost. Not bad. On the other side, we have a Sork comp. It looks like just 6 Sork, though, not 8 Sork. Their Swain's quite tanky. Our Rumble's getting a little low, but he does have self-destruct still, so boom, there's that self-destruct explosion. Nice. Honestly, most of that damage was Rumble's self-destruct upgrade. Cool. All right, is this it? Well, if this next fight's it, hopefully you guys are enjoying these games where I talk to myself. Another cash out, by the way, at 500. That's going to be a full item anvil. We could get a Jeweled Gauntlet for LeBlanc. Giant Slayer for LeBlanc. All right, fine. Gonna roll. I don't need more LeBlancs. I don't need more Rumbles. What I need is Savika or Ambessa too. Certainly not hitting Alaoi 3 at this point. All right, let's see how this fight goes. Is this it? Okay, we get another ghost fight. Oh, okay. The Savika on the other side though is looking even stronger now. It's got Conqueror emblem and Death's Defiance. Jeez. If that Ambessa gets on us early, that'll be pretty painful too. Rumble dies quick. Gets a self-destruct. It's looking real. I don't think we win this. I think we lose the ghost fight. Uh-oh. Oh, barely, but we did lose. That's not good. All right, it's 2 players left. Take the Sunfire, Mort. You need anti-heal. Okay, good. Sunfire plus Ambessa. Yeah, we got a 6 Pit Fighter, 6 Conqueror. So they're looking strong. 6 Pit Fighter with that Savika too. It's going to be tough to deal with. We get our last upgrade here. Repairing Microbots. So, do I really need that? All right, the big thing here though was we also got Ambessa too. So she's going to be doing some good work here. Honestly, at this point, we probably should move the Giant Slayer to Ambessa. Ambessa, by the way, her Emissary bonus is giving our team 14 armor and MR, 2 for everyone you beat. So, all right, couple repositions. Savika's got tank items. Hopefully that buys us time. Ooh, we're on the Savika first again. I don't like this positioning. We'll see if it matters. Rumble could do some big damage, though. We get a jackpot, 3 gold. Nice. Rumble on the back line all of a sudden. Oh, God, Savika's on it. Oh, God, we got through it, though. All right, there we go. First place, 6 Conqueror, Draven 4. Awesome. All right, that's it for today. I'll be back tomorrow with another video. Until next time, take it easy.